Let me start by saying this slowly because someone needs to hear this. Your peace is priceless and you deserve it. And I didn't always believe that. There was a time when I thought stress meant I was being productive. I thought being overwhelmed meant I was doing something right. And I always thought constantly over-explaining myself just made me be a nice person. But honestly, I was tired, I was anxious, and I was shrinking quietly. So today we're talking about peace, not the cute Pinterest version, not the ignore everything and disappear version, but real peace. The kind that changes how you move, how you speak, how you feel about your body, especially if you're a shy girl trying to be confident. This video is for you. So what really is peace? Let's clear that up. Peace is not weakness. Peace is not silence because you're scared to speak up. Peace is not letting people cross your boundaries just to avoid awkwardness. That's not peace, that's self-abandonment. Peace is when your nervous system feels safe. Your body isn't constantly bracing the next thing. You stop being in defensive mode. And here's the part nobody tells shy girls. You don't have to be loud to be confident. You just need to become a little bit more grounded. Confidence does not enter a room loudly. Sometimes confidence enters the room calmly. And that changes the energy without saying much at all. That's peace. You know, there's a cost of living without peace. I paid for chaos with my sleep, my mental space, my energy. I played conversations in my head like a full-time job. I offended someone or I needed to say something a little different. And let me tell you something gently. Overthinking is expensive. It costs your peace, your confidence, and your ability to be present. I was emotionally available for everyone except myself. And if you're shy, you probably know this feeling really well. You don't cause problems, you absorb them. And after a while, that weight shows up on your body. Tight chest, heavy shoulders, constant fatigue. That's when I realized chaos isn't just loud drama. Chaos can be quiet, but still very destructive. This one changed the game for me. I stopped over-explaining myself. I stopped giving full presentations just to justify my feelings. I stopped adding disclaimers to my boundaries. You don't need a 10-minute explanation just to say no. And you don't need permission to change your mind. People that respect you don't require explanations, and people who do wouldn't understand anyway. And then I stopped responding immediately. I used to feel pressure to respond right away, but urgency isn't always important. Sometimes it's just anxiety knocking. So I started pausing to give myself time to feel, think, and breathe. And that pause, that's confidence. It's important not to negotiate your boundaries. A boundary is not debatable. It's not something you soften to make somebody feel comfortable. It's not something that you reword 5 times just to make it sound a little nicer. Boundaries are calm, clear, and consistent. And the people that benefit from you having no boundaries will be the loudest people when you finally set a boundary. That discomfort you feel is not guilt, that's growth. This one's big. I stopped chasing to be understood. Being misunderstood does not mean that you communicate poorly. Sometimes that just means you're dealing with someone who's committed to misunderstanding you. As shy girls, we take responsibility for everything. But peace came when I accepted this truth. You can be kind, clear, and honest and still not be received. I stopped trying to make things work that clearly were not working. It's like trying to push water uphill. Relationships, spaces, conversations. Peace came when I stopped trying to force alignment and started allowing distance. Some things don't need closure, they just need space. After all of this, here's what I realized. Peace made me confident. Not louder, not harder, calmer. I trusted myself more. I walked away sooner. I felt steady instead of reactive. Confidence doesn't come from proving, it comes from protecting. If you're like me and you're constantly trying to build your confidence, hear me clearly. You don't need to change who you are, just try to stop betraying yourself. Peace didn't make my life smaller, it made it lighter. So ask yourself gently, what are you tolerating that's costing your peace? If this resonated, sit with it. And when you're ready, tell me in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.